Retro.
And welcome everybody once again to the Animaniacs. This, of course, is the podcast that is dedicated to the animated television series Animaniacs, as well as other shows within the Rugerverse, such as Tiny Toon Adventures, Pinky and the Brain, and Freakazoid. And today, we're not talking about an episode of the show. Oh, no. We are talking about new Animaniacs merchandising for 2022. I am Joey, and joining me once again, it's my little brother Nathan.
Merchandise.
It's something like that. It's merchandising. Come on.
Well, it's not Animaniacs, so I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Well, anyway, we got to quote Spaceballs correctly. I just, by the way, side note, just finished Mel Brooks' memoir, autobiography, whatever you want to call it. I got the audiobook version of it, and it was amazing.
Does he read it?
He does. And it's, I mean, why get an autobiography where he's, he mentioned songs and, sound effects and things like that when you could have the actual person sing those songs and it just it's kind of like Rob Paulson's book. Yes, there's the print version, which many people love, but I'm sorry, the audiobook version is amazing, and I love that. We got the book and we got the audiobook, but audiobooks for me, especially when it's a celebrity. You gotta.
Yeah, like I know the voice. Yeah, and especially like a voice actor.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyway, today we're not talking about audiobooks other than those. We are talking, of course, like I said, about the Animaniacs merchandise. At least some of it that is coming out in 2022. This was actually kind of a surprise for me that there was actually so many announcements so early on for 2022 that are coming this quarter. They're coming soon. What are your thoughts in just a few words, Nathan, about some of this merchandise we're going to talk about today?
I'm going to be the coolest kid in school with all this stuff. So,
ooh, I didn't know you were going back to school. Okay.
You have to sign up or something?
Yeah, you can't just go there.
Yeah, I probably won't then.
Okay. Well, anyway. So let's go ahead. We're going to go through each of these and just kind of read the description of them. And you can, we're going to just kind of read the description, give our general thoughts on it. And then at the end of all this, we're going to share some of your thoughts, some of the listeners' thoughts who shared their opinions on social media. Are they going to buy these things? Are we? Well, let's find out. The first one is the Animaniacs Yakko Warner vinyl soda figure. And this is coming in March of this year. It's only $15. But guess what? If you want to get it on Entertainment Earth, it's already pre-sold out. Yes. But you can probably get it at other places. I mean, obviously, there's going to be a lot of scalpers out there. This is the description. It says, your favorite character is joining Funko's vinyl soda line. This Animaniacs Yakko Warner vinyl soda figure measures approximately 4¼ inches tall. Packaged inside a collectible soda can, it includes a quote-unquote Pog-shaped collector card. I wonder if Pog is a registered trademark still, because that may be, I don't know if you can say that.
I don't know. They're gonna
remember that
they're gonna take this podcast down.
Yeah, but I remember Pog used to have in the 90s. They were milk caps with some people. They couldn't say Pogs. Remember, there was you were too young to remember, but I remember it's like you had Pogs, and then you had milk caps.
Do you still have Star Wars Pogs?
Do you mean the ones that they
for
had
like Phantom Menace? Yeah.
Yes, I have mine framed. Actually. I have everyone except the winning ones.
Over here.
Oh, man, I know. Well, anyway, this limited edition item, I should say, even includes a chase figure to hunt and collect. And this chase figure, it looks kind of cool. It's just Yakko acting a little bit more
Wacko.
Yeah, exactly. His tongue is sticking out.
So he's a little more wacko than Yakko in that.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like if you had all three. I would hope that these are just the one of three that is coming out, and that way you could have all three of them sticking their tongues out and acting crazy. We'll see. But it continues. It says, "Surprise, surprise! This very special item might have limited variants randomly inserted throughout the production run. If extra lucky, you could potentially receive one of these highly sought-after, ultra-rare collectibles when you order this item." So there we go. A chase variant is slightly different than other and made in a different limited number and inserted into the standard production run, like a golden ticket, in case you didn't know. Wow. So I have one of these, not this one specifically, but I have one of these soda pop Funko things. It was the Roger Rabbit one that they made a year or so ago. And I got mine. I didn't get it off Entertainment Earth. I got it off of Walmart.com from some third-party seller, but I was only $15 and they look pretty cool. I like it. It's kind of cool. The can looks cool and the Roger Rabbit looks cool. This one, I don't know. What do you think about this can / Funko figure?
It seems fine. Are they plushy? Like, what are they? They seem like they're
no. They're just plastic.
Oh, okay.
Here, let me go here across the.
Well, I'll talk in the meantime. There's soda in it. Oh,
okay. So you can see right here, I'm holding it up. So it's about little. Okay, actually, I'm going to hold this Funko soda up to a real soda can, which I also have next to me.
Oh, wow.
And they're just roughly the same size.
That's why they call them soda shaped.
Yeah. It's just slightly smaller, I guess. But yeah, Roger, let's see here. That's the
I can hear it. That's a
real
audio.
Solid. Yeah, that's a solid Roger Rabbit figure. So Yakko will, be about that big. Pretty good. And I wonder if I have a Pog inside here too. I do.
Oh, you didn't even know you had that.
Have a Roger Rabbit
Pog. Oh my gosh.
Pog.
You can put it you can frame it with your other Pogs.
Yeah, and it says 1 out of 8,400. Wait a second. I didn't get the what? That's not right?
What?
This can't be right. I don't know what this means. 1 out of 8,400. This doesn't mean I got the first one, does it? That can't be right.
No, it's saying there was 8,400 of them, and you got one of them.
There, that makes more sense. I'm like, the most lucky Funko?
No.
Okay, but there's 8,399 others.
Yeah.
Out there in the world.
Pretty rare.
And some of them are chase ones, and they fit great in the soda can, or you can put them on top of the soda can, and they kind of like have a little base to stand on if you want them just to kind of stand like that, which is kind of cool. So anyway, I got one. I don't know if I'm going to actually get this Yakko one, though, because while I do love the Roger Rabbit stylization of this, because the Roger Rabbit one is, he has black eyes. He looks different. I don't know if I necessarily like the look of this one, though, even though I just don't know if I like the style.
Yeah, I mean, he looks fine. And the price isn't like it's like $13 to $15 or something like that, but it's still more than I want to pay.
Yeah, it's definitely more. I don't want to say it's more expensive, but it's just it's not for me.
And I think for some people they'll love it, and I think it's actually a reasonable price. It's not the $50 kinds of things that you're getting sometimes.
Exactly.
Even 20. If you're under 20, that's like pretty good for.
Exactly. Beggars can't be choosers with this stuff. And this is a nice thing. I like the can. It's kind of sad that same Yakko with the very standard Yakko order on the outside of the can. I don't even know. I don't have the picture in front of me. Does he even have those little whiskers on his cheeks or not?
He has one. He has whiskers in it. Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, because I've seen that sometimes without the whiskers, and it looks super weird. But yes, he does have the whiskers in this one. Good. Anyway, not for me, but I'm glad that people will have that because that's awesome. Mm-hmm. Well, the next thing, Nathan, why don't you read the description of this Loungefly Animaniacs WB Tower mini backpack?
Okay.
This is going for $75.
What a steal. All right. The Loungefly Animaniacs WB Tower mini backpack. The gang is all here with Yakko, Wacko, and Dot popping out of the Warner Brothers Tower with Pinky and the Brain added to the side pockets. Even the good feathers were not left out of for this treat of a backpack. How could you not add this piece to your rotation? Make sure to grab the matching wallet, faux leather mini backpack, applique, metal zipper, charm, and printed details. Included all our favorite Animaniacs characters. It's 9 inches by 10.5 inches by 4.5 inches.
There you go.
Yeah. Do you want to know about the wallet as well?
I do. What about that
I did
wallet?
mention a wallet. So that's the Animaniacs WB Tower Zip Around wallet, which if you want to show off your Animaniacs fandom with the Animaniacs WB Tower Zip Around wallet, it is made of faux leather and features a zip around closure, matching themed lining, applique, and printed details. This zip around wallet approximate measures 6 inches wide, 4 inches tall, ages 15 and up.
I think it's interesting that this ages 15 and up on this description because
I don't know.
It's like you can't give this to a kid; they will choke on this wallet.
I know if a 12-year-old had this, oh my gosh, forget about it.
I know. Nope,
they could buy drugs with that.
Listen, if you're in middle school and you like Animaniacs, you cannot buy this wallet.
Yeah.
The wallet, I believe, is also $40.
So you definitely cannot buy it.
Yeah. I don't know if your parents
spend
will
your
agree
$40 on something else. No.
No, but these, I mean, this is Loungefly. Loungefly is just expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, it doesn't matter if it's Disney or Animaniacs or just anything. Loungefly it's expensive. And I mean, they have all these bags, and I know they're incredibly popular. At least Loungefly bags are popular in Disneyland, and people collect them. And I've seen some people put their collections up on the wall, and they like mount them like the heads of animals. But this right here, I think it's not for me. It's just, it's not a backpack in the true sense. It's more of a handbag backpack. You know what I mean? It's still nice. I'm not getting these. I think they look great. I'm very glad that they put the good feathers on there, and the quality of Loungefly bags are just really, really top notch. I mean, it really is great stuff. I'm used to Animaniacs backpacks being stuff you might find at Hot Topic, which may run around $30 or $40, but
and then they break the next day, and
exactly, they fall apart pretty easily. So I'm not a huge fan of those other ones. I'm at least glad that we're getting, at least some people will be getting a high quality bag that's not going to fall apart.
You take it to an Animaniacs live in concert, or what,
Oh yeah,
like that would be fun to.
I would love to see people with these at cons and stuff like that. That's something I would love to see. So yeah. Again, I don't think it's. I know that. Let's see. We asked Kelly about whether she was going to get it, and I think she was.
Nope.
Like, eh.
Yeah, for $75, it's
Yeah, it's just a little too much. But they always have those sales. You got to look out for them. Well, let's go ahead and talk about the last one right here, which of course is the Super 7 Animaniacs Ultimates. These are super cool, and for many of us, they are also super expensive. But I was actually surprised when I went to their website today. The actual figures themselves are a lot bigger than I thought they were. I thought they were going to be little figures that
sit like put in your palm of your hand, kind of like
exactly, just like three and a quarter, figures. But instead, these are actually much bigger. Look, I'm sharing the video here with Nathan.
Yeah.
And you can see the head of Wacko
is like almost a fist.
Yeah, it's like a baseball.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, wow, okay, so these are about $50. And at first I was like, $50? Well, it does come with a lot of stuff. But then I was still kind of on the fence. But then after seeing like how big everything is, like the board is huge. The board
so
that
it's
they
big
stand
as his
next to,
face.
Yeah. It's so you really get like a big collectible when you get these Animaniacs Ultimates. Lots of different hands to switch, lots of different props to hold. I was a little like Pinky the Brain, like Pinky's head. It's almost like an animatic size. Like something you would see like on a desk of like an animator. Like but
if you're making the Wallace and Gromit movies or something, those are
they could
like
be
how
great.
big this
They could be so. I mean, honestly though, like stop motion projects you could do with these Pinky and the Brains would really be cool. Would really be cool because they have a lot of joints and a lot of props that they can use. I mean, the people at Robot Chicken are just going to be having so much fun with these. But the scale is actually for they have one of the coolest things is Brain's keychain, which I was really excited about, and then I saw how big it was, and it's actually much bigger. Like too big.
It's a real, that's it's put it in your pocket.
No, I was actually looking at it going, oh good, I can actually have the Brains like world keychain, and I can maybe even put it on my own keys. But then I looked at the actual model that they have, and I went, oh well, maybe not, because that thing is massive. That looks like almost like a bigger than a ping pong ball.
If you were needed on your like janitor's keys or something.
Yeah, exactly. Or a lanyard, maybe. You could just be this world bouncing around all over the place. Anyway, let's go into the descriptions here. And if you, $55. I guess let's start with Yakko. Let's start with Yakko's description. It says, eldest of the Warner siblings, Yakko is the living embodiment of fast-talking puns, zany gags, and comic innuendo, and don't let that Milton Berle tell you any different. The 7-inch scale, highly articulated Animaniacs Ultimate figure of Yakko features premium detail and comes with interchangeable heads and hands and a variety of other accessories from some of his most memorable episodes and gags. Now's the time of boingy, boingy, boingy. No, now's the time. Yeah, now's the time to boingy, boingy, boingy. That makes more sense. Not of. It's just the time of boingy, boingy, boingy.
These are the days of boingy, boingies.
So, boingy, boingy, boingy. Over to pre-order it. And it says, so accessories, 2 interchangeable heads. It has a neutral head and then the graduation cap head. It has 7 interchangeable hands. It has neutral hands. It has opening hands. It has dynamite gripping hands, a map pointer gripping hand, a bag of fun gripping hand. It has 2 tails. It has a neutral one and a crooked one, a pointer, a bag of fun, a stick of dynamite, and a blackboard world map. By the way, I sent, since John B. McCann was the one who wrote You and Me, and he was the one who put in that whole bag of fun line, I made sure to put on his Facebook page. Congratulations. Your line has been made into a toy. So figures can be ordered individually, and then you can do shop pay installments for any order over $50. So, they have installment plans, people.
Wow, why not do this?
Okay. Well, Wacko, let's just kind of see what we got for him. Faboo. There's not a sandwich he wouldn't scarf, mallet he wouldn't wield, or symphonic masterpiece he wouldn't belch. Wacko is truly a Warner for all seasons. This 7-inch scale, highly articulated Animaniacs Ultimates figure of Wacko features premium detail and comes with interchangeable hands and heads, heads and hands, both, whatever, and a variety of accessories from some of his most memorable episodes and gags. Now Now it's time to boinky, boinky, boinky your way over to the pre-order. Okay. 2 interchangeable heads. It has a tongue-out head and the Roman Empire helmet head, which I believe must be from a time where I think they just ran across the screen in a chariot. I can't remember when they wore this chariot, this Roman Empire helmet head. If you guys remember, let me know, because I don't remember. 2 neutral hands, 2 opening show hands, 2 playing violin hands, a mallet gripping hand, a dynamite gripping hand, a pointing finger hand, a neutral tail, a crooked tail, the blackboard, a violin, a mallet, and a stick of dynamite. So there you go. And as for Dot, the cute one, presenting Princess Angelina Contessa Luisa Francesca Banana Vanafofesca Bobeska III, oh boy, a.k.a. Dot. The 7-inch scale, highly articulated Animaniacs Ultimates figure of Dot features premium detail and comes with interchangeable heads and hands and a variety of other accessories from some of her most memorable episodes and gags. She's the cutest character on the show, and you best not forget it, bub. So what's not to love? Now's the time to boinky, boinky, boinky your way over to pre-order. Three interchangeable heads, not 2. You have the neutral head. You got a smiling head. You got a hard eyes head. 9 interchangeable hands. You got the neutral hands. You got the opening show hands. The expressive hands. A hand with a butterfly. A hand with a rose. And a hand for gripping dynamite. And then, of course, you got a neutral tail and a crooked tail. A duck pool floaty, which I don't really know what that's from. I don't think it's in Gunga Dot, maybe. I don't know. A stick of dynamite? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let's blow things up. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird that they're all the same height. It's a weird thing. I would want like Yakko to be a little taller.
I think they are. I mean, I guess, let me see. Yeah, Yakko is taller. I mean, if you look at the pictures, they are different heights. They're just 7-inch scale.
Okay.
So, like, I would suppose that Yakko would be like with his ears at the top 7 inches, and then from there go down to Wacko. And you can, you see them next to each other. They're at different scales.
I just thought maybe in the picture they put them further back.
Oh, that's true. No, I think if you look at Yakko next to the board,
unless his board is smaller, yeah,
that would be funny. But I believe Yakko is still the tallest.
Okay, good.
He better be once those figures come out. That will make people upset. Let's go ahead and look at the Pinky and the Brain figures. And I think a lot of people, if they're going to be investing money in these, are probably going to be getting these 2.
Yeah, or just getting one, like getting their favorite Warner, like just getting Yakko, or because getting all it's less of an investment just to get 2 characters than 3.
Yeah, definitely. For $55 each. I mean, it's you get a lot of stuff. Though you get a lot of stuff. It just depends on
the good sizes, but.
You got to, if you have enough shelf space and enough in your bank account, go for it, I guess, right? I mean, they look pretty cool. I think the heads look a little weird on the Warners. They are a little larger than they need to be. The heads on Pinky and the Brain, however, look just about exactly right.
Yeah, they're proportioned. So, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I do feel the heads on Yakko and Wacko and Dot are just a little bold, a little bit just... I don't know, 5% bigger than they need to be. But other than that, they look, looks great. I love the stuff that they put with them. Are you pondering what he's pondering? Well, if so, you may be ready to help the brain take over the world. It's a 7-inch scale, highly articulated Animaniacs figure. And it comes with interchangeable heads and hands and a variety of other world-conquering accessories. So when deciding what you're going to do tonight, instead of trying to take over the world, you should hatch a plot to acquire the made-to-order, the Brain Ultimates figure instead. So it has a neutral head and an angry head. Very much the main 2 feelings.
Even his neutral one looks a little angry.
Yeah, he's just disappointed. 2 neutral hands, 2 fist hands, a gripping hand, a pointer hand, a paperclip hand, a lever gripping hand, because he has, of course, his giant magnet to put on top of the world, an expressive hand, a magnet with a lever. I wonder if that lever moves. It might. Lab beakers, 3 of them, by the way, a blueprint showing his plan to take over the world, and a big old globe keyring accessory. So, it looks pretty cool. I love the little beakers and stuff that they put with them.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, there's Pinky. Narf. Pinky does try to help take over the world every night, but trying to put pantyhose on a llama riding monkey just chafes his little paws too much. This 7-inch scale.
So sad.
I know. This 7-inch highly articulated Animex Ultimate figure of Pinky features premium detail and comes with interchangeable heads and hands and a variety of other accessories like lab equipment and a picture of his girlfriend, Farfig Newton. While Pinky's love for his equine sweetheart is everlasting, your chance to get his Animaniacs Ultimates figure is not. So when you're deciding what you should do tonight, instead of trying to take over the world, you should go hatch a plot to acquire the made-to-order Pinky. And he has 3 heads. It has the neutral head, the happy head, and a dizzy head. He just got conked on the head. It has 10 interchangeable hands. It has the neutral, the expressive, the relaxed, the taking notes hand. So he can have has his little notepad that he can take notes with.
We haven't got to that one yet.
Oh, yeah. The grappling gun hand and a holding photo hand. So, yeah, grappling hook, a beaker, and a beaker with a Bunsen burner, some lab equipment, a notepad. There you go. Mm-hmm. And the photo of Farfig Newton. So there we go. So, yeah, looks nice. I do like the... I guess I would probably, if I got this figure, I would probably get the Pinky with his mouth open as the best looking head. Pinky with his mouth closed just looks just a little off to me, but not really that off. I don't know. It looks good. It's good quality stuff.
Nice.
And the packaging, which you can find on the Super 7 store, super7store.com, I should say. You could see previews of what the packaging will probably look like, and it looks pretty nice. It looks like it'll look even nice in the box.
Yeah, you could keep it in the box, and if don't
I'm
want
paying
to,
that
much. No, I'm gonna. But there are gonna, you could put that on your shelf in the box, and it'd still look nice. So
that's true. And for those collectibles, hey, the value of this has only got to go up, right? Right? Forget that.
There's only $54 it can go down. Wait, $55 it could go down.
Well, I would hope it wouldn't go down to 0.
Yeah,
so definitely 54.
It's got infinite amount of space to go up. So.
Well, that's those figures and stuff. Of all this stuff, I don't think Nathan and I think it's safe to say I don't think we're necessarily going to buy any of this.
Yeah, but if you want to send any as a gift, that's fine.
We will love taking gifts.
Love gifts.
We will totally buy them. We'll totally buy them for free.
If you own them and want us to review it hands-on, we'll do that too,
We love hands-on reviews. They really do look amazing.
Yeah.
They really do. I don't want to take it. And some people are at the price. Honestly, I don't see how they could necessarily, for the amount of stuff you're getting.
That size and everything. Yeah, it's not like they're not gouging you for.
No,
you're getting a fair amount for the price. It's just it's a large price, and
yeah,
you just get a lot. So
I kind of put it to a Star Wars action figure, like a Star Wars Black Series figure. Now these days, costs $25.
Mm-hmm.
And that just comes with a 6-inch figure with 1 or 2 accessories, and that's it. This is interchangeable heads and tons of hands, and
you get an extra inch
stuff. Yeah, exactly, a whole extra inch. But no, there's a lot of stuff with this, and so if you can't afford it, it's great. I understand people wanting to be able. It's frustrating for people that are fans. They've wanted this stuff for so long, and now they finally get it, and it's like, so
I'll just say
expensive.
to spend $600 and I can get all these things.
Exactly.
I can get backpacks and wallets and all these figures. Yeah, just
It is frustrating for some.
Stay tuned for these words from our lovely sponsor. Way to kiss up, Dot.
This episode is brought to you by our lovely patrons over at patreon.com/animaniacast. Special thanks to Bemused Horseman, Christian, Kyle, Leaf, McCoy, MJ, Nebby, Ketzel, Repa Kirby 3K, Tamara, the Infernal Birdie, the Cartoon Gamer. Yeah, these are weird. These guys have weird names.
I don't think these are the like actual Christian
Really?
names, except for maybe Christian.
Oh, that's true. Is that your Christian name, Christian?
Christian name, your Christian name.
Weffy, Marjorie, Marty, Melissa, Patrick, Brian, and Micah. All of these patrons are not only helping support our wonderful podcast each and every week, but of course they're also getting bonus audio, such as us talking about stuff before each recording.
And things.
And most importantly, they're getting bonus commentaries with Tom Ruger and other special guests.
He's the creator of Animaniacs.
That's right. And we're going over every episode of Animaniacs, and it's been super, super fun. So if you'd like to join the fun over here and help our podcast out, head on over to patreon.com/animaniacast today. And thanks, patrons.
Thank you.
It seems it's time to return to Kids WB.
Shut up. That's John Mariano. He's the voice of Bobby from The Goodfeathers. And you're listening to the Animaniacast. Will you untie me now? Shh, go it. I'm listening to the program.
I mean, we've had over the past few days some, positive and some not so positive reactions to these things as I've retweeted them out. Nathan, what did people say on our Facebook page about these things?
Oh boy. Okay. So on Facebook, we have John Hudgens said the figures are gorgeous, but the prices are obscene. I can see $55 for a set of the 3 Warners, but each, I have to pass on that. And I have one from Tom Ruger.
Who's that? Oh, wait. He's the creator of Animaniacs.
He's the creator of Animaniacs, and he says too pricey. And, he should have some money to spare, I would think.
They should just give it to him.
I would think you should give it for
to
free.
Anybody.
Yeah.
If anybody should get free Animaniacs merchandise for life, it's the guy who made the characters. Yeah. And I mean, yeah.
I would think you should get at least a cut of it then. No,
let's do
that instead. I think you prefer that.
And if a few dollars happen to go our way as well for some reason, because we suggested that idea to begin with, and so be it.
Adriana says, I pre-ordered Funko Soda Yakko yesterday. I hope they make a Wacko and Dot one. And yeah, I think that'd be awesome. And again, that one's the one that seems the most reasonably priced, or at least like eye-wise. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are going to definitely go to that. Even if it doesn't look as cool, it's priced the best. And it's already pre-sold out on Entertainment Earth. I think they're definitely going to make more of these.
I would think so.
Just have to be patient. Maybe by Christmas we'll be lucky and we'll get the other 2.
Yeah, I got another one from Joe saying he also bought the Yakko soda can items. Evan says WB Shop offerings are derivative print-on-demand lazy merch, much like the reboot. It's nostalgic cash grab and no substance. Funko products are what they are. They have their fans, but I personally think 99% of what they release is trash. He does not like this. All right, Super 7's offering, though, is nice. Is way too overpriced, as with everything they offer. All passes. So he did like it, but it's just too expensive. But
and he's also referred to a lot of just merchandise in the past.
In general, yeah.
That it has been just reprints from like here's a 90s looking t-shirt with the Animaniacs on it. And it's really kind of frustrating, especially when, there's great artists out there who, we had our TeePublic page, which is still up, tpublic.com/Animaniacast. Or actually, no, wait, that's not even right. It's tpublic.animaniacast.com. That's how you get to it quickly. Anyway, there's a lot of great artists on there, and they had fantastic original Animaniacs designs, which were so amazing. I loved them all, and I bought almost every one I could find, and they all got taken down by Warner Brothers. And you think, like, well, Warner Brothers must be about to submit some really cool new designs, and no, they just took them down because they're like, no one's buying our horrible reprint shirts. Well, here's the reason. Let's just get these shirts taken down.
If they're the only option, then we will. That is the way to make good products.
Yeah. They should have hired They should have hired the artists instead.
Yeah, right.
I should have said, hey, that's a great design. Mind if we license that and then give you a small cut, or at least a initial, like we just buy the design.
We'll buy NFT from you.
Yeah, we'll buy this for $1,000 and make $1 million. How about that? Whatever. Like, just be cool, Warner Brothers. Be cool. Anyway, you can still go to that TeePublic though store, by the way, if you still want Freakazoid or Tiny Toon Adventures designs. They still got them available. Everything else though is pretty much taken down by Warner Brothers. So tpublic.animaniacast.com. Get your Freakazoid designs.
Yeah, Freakazoid.
Warner Brothers doesn't care that much about Freakazoid yet. Okay, the only good news.
And then this will be your first test to know when Freakazoid's coming back as a reboot. Is when they pull these designs. That'll be our first indication.
That's right. And then the Acme Luniversity is coming up pretty soon. Then you'll get. Let's face it, those Tiny Toon Adventures designs, they're going down next, folks.
So I buy them now.
Get them now before they're gone. Okay, well, we asked our patrons what they thought about these, and we have just one response right now, but Melissa responded, and she said, it depends on how much it costs. I might buy something. I would really like the backpack, though. That backpack is very cool, but just a little expensive for people. We had some really cool responses over on Twitter. Let's start off with Wacko King Jeffrey. He says, while there has been a lack of merch for the reboot, it is nice to see that there is merch still being released for the original series. And I think that Funko figure is actually more of I think that's the first rebootish design, actually. Mm-hmm. Cameron, yes we can, says cute but expensive. Sad face. We met Cameron at the Animaniacs in concert.
That's right. She was on the show.
Yes. Dominic DeSantis says, while it's nice, it's too damn expensive. Ooh, sorry for the language, folks. And this is coming from someone who buys sells like toilet paper. We met Dominic in the Dominic, I should say. Dominique. We met Dominic in Salt Lake Fan X. In line. Remember that? I don't know if you saw him, Nathan. He was the guy who was showing like, hey, look at the cell I got.
Yes.
We were in line for seeing Rob or something like that to say hi to him. And there was Dominic right there going, hey guys. So nice to see him too. It's always cool to see like people on Twitter like, hey, we've actually met those people. Jordan says, Animaniacs will always have the coolest merchandise ever. What comes out, I'm buying. Well, man, he's got a bank account. Biku, old odd Biku, says the urges to get that backpack, even though I won't use it. Well, you know what, though? Something like that, you do kind of put it on your wall, though, sometimes, like I said.
Yeah, like you only want to use it on like super special, like going to Comic-Con or something, where it's like, I want to really show this off at a thing. Otherwise, you want to just kind of not use it.
Exactly. Crabriella says too pricey for my collection, but I'm just happy they're making stuff. I'm hoping for more merch catered to the reboot, though. Wacko Jacko 86. I love that we are finally getting action figures after so long. That is very true. The closest we've gotten before is like Bendham figures in the 90s, which look pretty cool. They're cheaper than these, by the way. If you want to get the vintage route, that's always a way to go for Animaniacs merchandise. Kayla says, definitely too expensive, but they're so cute. I want the Yakko soda. And Ace Librarian, who's MJ Herlihy, who's also one of the hosts of the Pointcast, says the latest wave of Animaniacs merch does look impressive, especially the Super 7 figures. However, I do have some issues. First off, how expensive they are. For example, I bought the Pinky and the Brain Q-Fig for about $20, while the Super 7 Pinky the Brain figures are $50 per mouse. The other issue I have is the lack of variety in regards to the designs. I wish that WB would use different character models from both the original show and even the reboot for their merch. I'm glad there's more Animaniacs merch, but it just needs to be more affordable. And Scott O'Brien,
Hey,
one of the directors of the reboot, said, I doubt WB said anything about which version to use. Super 7 targets adults looking to recapture their childhood, so they would specifically want a retro look with their merch. And with it being for a more niche market, they don't produce as many toys, so the costs go up. And he is exactly right. It is a smaller company, and they don't mass produce as much as like Hasbro or something would. So Drew says they're really nice, but I can't support the overly expensive stuff and send the wrong message. Maybe I'll get them secondhand, particularly the Super 7 figures. I don't know. That's the secondhand stuff. Like I said, I think if you go to a con, you're going to find those Super 7 figures for $75.
Yeah, they're not going to be cheaper than $55.
Yeah, if you want them, if the cheapest you're going to find, and unless these flop completely, is going to be $55 each, I think.
Yeah, unless they're like start exploding in people's houses or something.
Man. Drew also
let's
says,
all hope.
It's all hope they explode. I also don't like how these merch companies are approaching the Animaniacs brand as a luxury thing. It shouldn't be like that, in my opinion. Stuff like limited pre-order events, Close Friday, is something I associate with Sonic the Hedgehog or Spider-Man items, not Animaniacs. And lastly, I'm a little mixed on how Warner Brothers seems to keep sending out the same illustration assets. They should get newer ones and or dig out some of their art that isn't used as much, which is very true as well. Like the same t-shirts all the time. Let's see here. And then we have just other people saying, like Green-Eyed Gerudo says, shut up and take my money. Puts that Fry gift down.
Yeah.
And then Jaden says, I like the Wacko figure. So there you go. I mean, hey, some people are going to go for it. Some people are like,
yeah,
what the heck, it's too expensive.
And money, it's just like a construct anyway. So like,
yes. What is money?
What would you rather have this? What would you have more fun with? The $100 bill or two, probably two figures are probably more fun to play with, I would assume.
Well, I'm sure by the time this episode comes out, there'll be even more comments and everything on our social pages. Last one I'm going to share is just a little bit from the Instagram saying, I'm so thrilled this show is getting some recognition through merch. It's unfortunate not much of this is affordable. You don't want to alienate your friends if they don't have much recreational cash available. And that was from Luna Stardust. And then finally Clown, which has a bunch of capitalized things and a 1 in there, says, I need those Pinky and the Brain figures. Which, yeah, if I am going to break down and buy any of them, I'm going to go for Pinky and the Brain on that one. Just because I think it would look cool on the shelf, both of them, hands on the giant magnet and stuff like that. But I don't know. I think they look amazing. I'm sure Super 7, if you want to help, have us spread some enthusiasm and get some reviews, we'd love to get them in our hands. And, I'm just saying. But Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, this is just the beginning of a lot more to come, though, because there's like things like New York Toy Fair coming up in a few months, and if this is going for this is just at the very beginning of the year, so
Yeah.
it might be a good year for toys. There's been a lot of nothing for Animaniacs for the past. I remember if you can go back to our older episodes where we talk about merchandise, we really thought there was going to be a lot more by now, and there hasn't been. So with that, I think, Nathan, let's go ahead and get to our contact information. Nathan, where can people find you online?
Okay. Twitter, Django FT. That's me.
All right. And as for the Animaniacast, we're on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and other places. You can go to YouTube. You can subscribe to us over there, youtube.com/Animaniacast. And, of course, we're over on Patreon, patreon.com/Animaniacast. That's where you can go to support our show and get great bonus audio. And we're a proud member of the Retro Zap Podcast Network. And if you want to listen to our podcast and other fantastic podcasts from Retro Zap, just subscribe to the Retro Zap feed and get all of them delivered to your device for free. If you'd like to join our Discord with Retro Zap and talk about anything pop culture, head on over to discord.animaniacast.com today, and you can join us to talk about Star Wars or Animaniacs or pop culture and just whatever. It's a great, positive community there, and we'd love to see you there. Well, with that, for Nathan, this is Joey saying good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
This podcast is not endorsed by Warner Brothers or Amblin Entertainment and is intended for entertainment and information purposes only. Animaniacs, Tiny Toon Adventures, Freakazoid, the Warner Brothers logo, all names, pictures, and sounds are registered trademarks and/or copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders. All original content of this podcast is the intellectual property of the Animaniacast unless otherwise indicated.